this year's Nuc that we built out and see if they've moved into honey super at all. This is just a feeder, not feeding them currently, but it gives them a little space, keeps the temperature down, and I don't see bearding on the front of the boxes. Give them a little smoke. Let me put that on the other side. All right, I just put this super on there in the last video 8 days ago. It has 10 frames in it. And right now these are heavy waxed. And I just put that on there because they were running out of space. I was hoping they'd draw it out. And there's the 5th frame. And there's a little bit of activity down on the bottom corner. They are calaminate. You see them all over it, but yeah, there's got a frame they like. So they started on this side building it out. You can probably see where they started building it out. And there's a little activity on the far one on the wall, but they're not doing much. They are doing some, so that's what it's there for, is to make sure that they don't run out of room, that they just keep building. Now you can see the benefits of the sweeper. It is quite covered in hive beetles, which is exactly what we want. We want to make sure that those dudes die. Both sides. So it's quite a hive beetle population in that one. May not be as much as there was. And this is the new frame that I just put in there last week because they weren't touching the other frame. They're building this frame out quite well. Okay, next frame's built out quite a bit. They've got some nectar in it. And they capped a couple of cells. They got quite a bit of nectar in it though, as heavy as it is. This frame is capped and open nectar. That's just burr comb they built up between the two frames. The other side is mostly capped honey, some nectar in the middle that they're working their magic on. The next one looks like all nectar. Looks like most of it's capped. I was wrong. Okay. A lot of capped. A lot of open nectar. Look at that beautiful comb. Capped nectar, and they're working on capping the rest. That side is almost all capped. But since all of this is, well, not all of it, but a lot of it is going to be from me feeding it sugar water to get it to build out comb. Can't harvest any of it, and it's in the brood chamber. Wow, that one's heavy. Older frame. It's completely packed and mostly capped, both sides. They're busy. Okay, we have brood. It's mostly capped honey, but we got brood in the middle. Lots of larvae that are being capped. Got a couple of queen caps on the bottom. They're empty. Looks like they've been eating one of them. They're just cups. There's quite a few of them. Well, there's a super procedure cell in the middle. Looks like a bunch of 2 or 3 day old larvae there. There's the sun. It's clearing. The bees must have known it. Because they don't seem to be too concerned with me being here. Alright, this is an older frame. It's also a brood frame on one side. Okay, lots of beautiful capped brood, honey capped around it. The open cells are larvae, so they're working on capping this. The other side's open in the middle and capped on the ends. Yeah, there's larvae in the middle of that one too. Just gonna continue to look at this box, although we know we've got a very active queen. Yeah, this one's mostly honey. Yeah, see, that's built out very well. They're capping it. This one, they're still building it out. They got a little bit of spots where they've capped a cell or two, but yeah, they're building it out well. And then the last frame is an older frame. That they've finished building out. Got a little capped in the middle. They're packing nectar around it, and this side is, yeah, they're building it out a little bit. Oops, put it back in there. All right. So this one is doing great. We know the queen's active and busy. Got a little pollen dropped on the top, so there's a bee up there trying to clean it up. What's cool is I've seen no hive beetles except for on my Swiffer sheets. So put that. It doesn't matter. They're building both sides. All right. So these girls are doing good. Like I said, no honey off of this box this year because it's a first year box and I've been feeding them. So you can't take that sugar water and they make it into honey of sorts, but you can't sell it. You don't want to use it because it's sugar water, but it helps them build comb out, and that's the goal. All right, top box again is just for spacing. Helps them cool, in my opinion. So I do use screen bottom boards, and this just allows for a little bit more, because the sun bearing down on this metal top, it gets really hot. So this gives it some cooling space for that heat to rise and not bake the bees. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.